Standard 10th, Civics, Chapter 3, State Government. Introduction. The Constitution of India, having separate systems of administration for the Union and the states. There are 28 states, 9 union territories, and 1 national capital territory known as Delhi in India. The Constitution contains provisions for the governance of both the Union and the states. The structure of the state government. It consists of 3 branches. They are executive branch, the legislature branch, the judiciary branch. State government has 3 branches: executive, legislature, judiciary. Under executive, governor, chief minister, council of ministers. Legislature divided into 2: legislative council, call it as upper house; legislative assembly, lower house. Judiciary, high courts, district courts, other courts. The executive. The governor is the constitutional head of the state executive. There is a separate governor in each state. If the situation warrants so, the same person may be appointed as the governor of 2 or more states. The governor of a state shall be appointed by the president. The term of office is 5 years. The governor does not belong to the state. The governor does not belong to the same state. He can also be transferred from one state to another by the president. The present governor of Tamil Nadu, Banwarilal Purohit. Tamil Nadu governor's oath of office. According to Article 158, 3A, the same person is appointed as governor of 2 or more states. The emoluments and allowances payable to the governor shall be allocated among the states in such proportion as the president may by order determine. Qualifications. He should be a citizen of India. He must have completed 35 years of age. He should not be a member of the parliament or of any state legislature. He should not hold any other profitable occupation. Powers and functions of the governor. The governor is the head of the state executive. He has enormous powers. The governor, except in certain cases, is to be guided by the aid and advice of the council of ministers headed by the chief minister. Executive powers. The governor appoints the leader of the majority party as the chief minister of the state. He appoints other members of the council of ministers, chairman and members of the state public service commission, state election commissioner and commissioners, chancellor of universities. He directly rules a state when there is the imposition of the president's rule in the state. Legislative powers. Governor is the integral part of the state legislature. He has the right to summon or prorogue the state legislature. He can dissolve the state legislative assembly. He can address the state legislature. He can appoint any members of the legislative assembly. He can promulgate ordinance. He can take charge of the assembly in the absence of speaker and deputy speaker. Financial powers. Money bills can be introduced by the governor. He can make advances out of the state contingency fund. He constitutes a finance commission after every 5 years. Judicial powers. He appoints the Attorney General of the state. He makes appointment, posting and promotions of the district judge in consultation with the state high court. The chief justice of the high court in the state is appointed by the president. He can pardon, commute or reprieve punishment on receipt of appeals for mercy except death sentence. See the difference of president and governor. President can pardon death sentence, but governor cannot pardon. President can pardon sentences inflicted by the court martial, but governor cannot. Discretionary powers. He said the selection of a chief minister, dismissal of the ministry, dissolution of legislative assembly. The governor can reserve a bill. He can call the leader of any party to form ministry in the state. He can dismiss the council of ministers when it is unable to prove the confidence of the legislative assembly. Emergency powers. If the governor is satisfied that the government of the state is not carried on in accordance with the provision of the Constitution, Article 356 recommends to the President to impose President rule in that state. The President rule is imposed, the administration of the state is carried on by the Governor as the representative of the President. Privileges of the Governor. Freedom of speech under Article 105. 194. Right of publication. Restriction. Freedom of publication. Freedom from arrest. Freedom to exclude strangers from its proceedings and hold secret sittings. Right to regulate internal proceedings. Right to punish members or outsiders for breach of its privileges or its contempt. The Chief Minister. E. Palanisamy is the new Tamil Nadu Chief Minister. The Governor is the nominal executive authority and the Chief Minister is the real executive authority. The Governor is the head of the state while the Chief Minister is the head of the government. Appointment of the Chief Minister. The Chief Minister is appointed by the Governor of the state. The term of the Chief Minister is not fixed. He may remain as the Chief Minister as long as he enjoys the support of the majority of the members of the Legislative Assembly. He has to resign when he loses confidence of the majority in the Assembly. He completes 5-year term like other members in the Legislative Assembly. Powers and functions of the Chief Minister. Chief Minister recommends the persons and Governor appoints the ministers. He allocates the portfolios among ministers. He shuffles and reshuffles his ministry. He presides and influences his decision in the meetings. He guides and directs, controls and coordinates the activities of ministers. Relating to governor, Chief Minister advises the governor in relation to the appointment of following officials: Advocate General of the State, State Election Commissioner, Chairman and members of the State Public Service Commission, Chairman and members of the State Planning Commission, Chairman and members of the State's Finance Commission, Finance Commission. Relating to the state legislature, the Chief Minister advises the governor with regard to summon and prorogue the session. He announces the government policies. He can introduce the bill. He can recommend for the dissolution of the Legislative Assembly to the governor. Council of Ministers. The Council of Ministers are collectively responsible to the state legislature. Those who are not the members at the time of their appointment must secure their seats in the legislature within a period of 6 months. If a no confidence motion is passed by the Legislative Assembly, the state ministry shall resign. Article 163 provides for a council of ministers to aid and advise the governor. According to Article 163(1), there shall be a council of ministers with the chief minister at the head to aid and advise the governor. Other provisions relating to ministers. Article 164(1), Governor appoints Chief Minister. Article 164(a) states that the total number of ministers, including the Chief Minister, in the Council of Ministers in a state shall not exceed 15% of the total number of members of the Legislative Assembly. The function and powers of the Council of Ministers: to determine state policies, to formulate state policies, to run the administration, to coordinate the work of different departments, to look after legislative functions, to look after financial functions, and control over appointments, enforcement of central laws and executive directions. The state legislature. The Constitution provides a legislature for every state. Most of the states have only unicameral legislature. Some states have two houses, that is bicameral legislature. Call it as Legislative Council, upper house, the Legislative Assembly, the lower house. As the state legislature is divided into two, Legislative Council and Legislative Assembly. Legislative Council, upper house, Vidhan Parishad. Legislative Assembly, lower house, Vidhan Sabha. Legislative Assembly, lower house. Legislative Assembly is a popular house. It is the real center of power in the state. It consists of members directly elected by the people on the basis of adult franchise. The maximum strength of the assembly must not exceed 500. The minimum strength not to be below 60. The term of office of the Legislative Assembly is 5 years. The size of the Legislative Council cannot be more than 1/3 of the membership of the Legislative Assembly of that state. Composition. The Legislative Assembly of Tamil Nadu consists of 235 members, out of which 234 members are directly elected by the people from the constituencies on the basis of adult franchise, and one member is nominated by the governor from the Anglo-Indian community. Cabinet and cabinet committees. It is a smaller body. It is the nucleus of Council of Ministers. It is the real center of authority in the state government. Cabinet committees consisted of two groups. One is permanent and another one is temporary. Permanent we call it as standing, temporary ad hoc basis. The Speaker. The Legislative Assembly elects two of its members as the Speaker and Deputy Speaker. The Speaker may be removed from office by a resolution of the Assembly after giving a 14 days notice. While the office of the Speaker is vacant, the Deputy Speaker performs its functions. The Legislative Council. The Legislative Council is the upper house of the state legislature. The Vidhan Parishad forms a part of the state legislature of India. It is also a permanent house because it cannot be dissolved. Every member of the Legislative Council serves for a 6-year term. 1/3 of members expire every 2 years. Member of the Legislative Council must be citizen of India, not under 30 years of age. The Tamil Nadu Legislative Council was abolished by Tamil Nadu Legislative Council. Abolition Bill 1986. The Act came into force on 1st November 1986. Election to Legislative Council. Constituencies and number of members to be elected. Graduates 1/12. Teachers 1/12. Local authorities nearly 1/3. Assembly members nearly 1/3. Nomination by governor remaining. The chairman. The chairman is the presiding officer of the upper house. In the absence of the chairman, the deputy chairman officiate the functions of the Legislative Council. Article 169 deals with the creation or abolition of Legislative Council in a state. The State Legislative Assembly passes a resolution by a majority of not less than 2/3 of the members present and voting, and by the majority of total strength of the House, requesting the Parliament to create or abolish the State Legislative Council. Powers and functions of the State Legislature. Legislature. It makes law. It modifies law. It deletes law. It rejects bill. It debates bill. It forms legislative committees. Executive power. The members ask questions to control and criticize executive, to pass non-confidence motion, no confidence motion, to control national and international policies, to ask resignation. Financial power, to pass budget, to debate and discuss on budget, to audit and check accounts, to form financial committees. Judiciary of the state. The institution of High Court originated in India in 1862, when the High Courts were set up at Calcutta, Bombay and Madras. After 1950, a High Court existing in a province became the High Court for the corresponding states, highest court at the state level. For example, the states of Punjab and Haryana and the Union Territory of Chandigarh have a common High Court situated at Chandigarh. The High Court of Guwahati is common for 4 northeastern states of Assam, Nagaland, Mizoram and Arunachal Pradesh. Delhi, though not a state, has its own separate High Court. The number of judges varies from state to state. The number of judges of each High Court is determined by the President. At present, there are 25 High Courts for 28 states. New Andhra Pradesh High Court established in 1st January 2019 at principal seat in Amaravati and 9 union territories. Jurisdiction and powers of High Court. Original jurisdiction. The High Courts of the Presidency towns Bombay, Calcutta and Madras have both original and appellate jurisdiction, while other High Courts have mostly appellate jurisdiction. They deal with matters of admiralty, probate, matrimonial and contempt. Of the court, they have original jurisdiction. Appellate jurisdiction. High Courts entertain appeals in civil and criminal cases from the subordinate courts. No jurisdiction over tribunals. Tribunals means armed forces. Writ jurisdiction. Article 226. The High Courts are given powers of issuing writs not only for the enforcement of the fundamental rights but also for other purposes. It has the power to issue the 5 kinds of writs like habeas corpus, mandamus, prohibition, certiorari, quo warranto. Supervisory jurisdiction. High Courts has the power to supervise over all courts and tribunals functioning in its territorial jurisdiction. It supervises and keeps a watch on the lower courts. It can intervene if a lower court has exceeded its powers in a particular case. It issues general rules and procedures for proceedings in the lower courts. Court of Record. A court of record is a court where records are admitted with evidence, value, and they are not to be questioned when they are produced before the court. Power to punish for contempt of itself. With this, we come to the end of the lesson. Chapter 3 Civics. Thank you.